Okay, time to build some weapons, and we are starting with what I believe is the beam rifle to start off. Let's see, need these two parts. Those two. This one. I always think it's interesting the choice of weapons that are provided with a kit, like a Bandai kit. Sometimes you kind of question why would they include one thing but not another. But I guess a lot of it has to do with pricing and all that sort of thing. Alright, yeah, this slides on here like a rail. And then there's a piece on the other side. Don't think it matters which orientation that goes on, but that slides in on there. Alright, two of these pieces. Not. Oh, there we go. That's it. It goes all the way up to the edge, and then we can sandwich it in. Okay, cool. Next, got this piece. That slides in there, like that, and then we've got what makes the skeleton of the barrel. I think that slides there, snaps in. Okay, now we've got the barrel. Which I did do in a couple of different metals just to break it up a little bit. It's massive. Alright, now we do have a clear bit in here for the sight or the camera, and I'm not actually going to paint it. I think I might just keep it clear. I was thinking about dropping some clear green behind it, but I don't know if it's really going to make that much of a difference. There's quite a hood that goes over it, so I don't think it's going to matter that much. You're never going to see it. After. It's lucky. I thought I might have lost it, but no, I have not. How far is that supposed to? Is that supposed to slide all the way? I guess that's where it's going. Doesn't look like it's quite on the way it should be though. Yeah, if you look at down there at that camera, you're not going to see any colour that goes behind it anyway. So I think that'll be fine. Alright, so now we've got the handle. have this interesting little detail here. Yeah, is it? I guess it's the way it's supposed to go. Just does look a little bit strange, that's all. Okay, then this guy goes here. Yeah, okay, so it's got this interesting detail sort of down the side of the handle. Yeah, I see. There's multi-layers of stuff on here. And from the handle there, because I painted them slightly different metallics, they really start to pop. So that's cool. And we sandwich it all up. Make sure everything's fitting, that there's not any no pegs that are being bent in the process. Right, now we slide this through here. There you go, snap that in. Yeah, it's starting to come together. That's cool. Cool bananas. Yeah, see, I think I've got this site wrong. I think this site needs to go, yeah, right up against that. Yes. Okay, so do I put this in first? I need to go back. No, saying put the glass on first and then the shroud over the top of it. So I'm on the right track, I just need to push it more in or something. There we go, that's better. But even so, you're still not going to see any colour on that camera lens. So I don't reckon it's worth putting any colour on that. I think I'll leave that as it is. Alright, so we need a heap of these things. Yeah, I did paint all of them. I don't think I need all of them, but I might as well make them up. And so these are the ammo packs, just made up of a couple of pieces that slide in each other. So I'm already, because I'm close to finishing this one, I'm already sort of thinking about the next build I want to do. And that's always the way. As I get closer to finishing one build, I naturally start thinking about the next one I want to work on. And I do like to mix it up a bit. So I think the next one that I do won't be a Gundam. It'll be something different. And I haven't quite decided. Yeah, I've got quite a substantial stash, so I'm thinking maybe the one of the planes from Porco Rosso, Studio Ghibli film. I have some Space Battleship Yamato stuff. I also have the super deformed Macross fighter sets, which were recently re-released. So I've got a few different things I can choose from that aren't Gunpla, and I certainly won't be doing another perfect grade for a little bit of time, that's for sure. They do take a while to film. So maybe something a bit smaller next time, something a little bit different. Alright, let's see how many of these do we pack together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by the look of it. Five. So I did paint these a different blue than what they're supposed to be, but I just prefer it a little bit more. Okay, I have these, which just sandwich together, and they go on the bottom of the bottom of the ammo packs. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So what happens? We take this. We take the gun. We pull the front forward, and then we line up the ammo pack with the edge of the handle here, because it's got that pattern, and then slide it back in, and that's what holds the ammo pack in place. So it's quite a beast, this weapon. It's quite sizable. I'm certainly used to you know, the master grade size stuff, and you can see how how long this is. What do we got? About where's me? What do we got? Yeah, close to 24 centimeters. 24 centimeters long. I don't know how much that is in old money, but it's yeah, it's a sizable weapon. So I'm going to move straight on to the Hyper Bazooka, and this will be even bigger again, I think. Okay, so is there a difference in these two sides? Doesn't look like it. So again, just having that colour separation, it's pretty subtle, but it is there. It just adds that extra bit of detail. And here we go, I'm not following the instructions again. It says take this bit, put that in first. Not sure why that matters. Okay, so it's got a little bit of overlap on this side. Okay, and then we've got a rail to slide I don't know. I believe it slides in here. Yep, so it matches the rest of it. We've got the big handle on the side. God, I hope I never have to take this thing apart again, because I think with the paint and everything, it's it's unlikely to come apart. Alright, what do we got? The end cap. So this actually has guides to match the slots. I don't know if it's supposed to go a specific way or not. Yeah, there we go. Whatever this little gadget is. I don't know what half the terminology is for weapons and parts of weapons. And we sandwich between these two parts with this little part in here. Just folds up and down. Okay, so we've got another clear part for the sight, and again I'm not using the sticker. I don't think it's going to matter that much, not going to see it. One of the other weapons, I'm going to use an alternative to a clear part. I'll show you that when I get to that weapon. Okay, so then this cowl goes over the top of everything. And actually, I might sort of see that. So the camera lens, mind you, you'd have to be looking right down at it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so next is the handles. Handle, it's just one, but it's two pieces sandwiched together. Oh, look at this monster. Alright, and we've got the ammo box with the red missiles. Not that it's going to matter, no one's going to see it, but I don't know, it might be pretty obvious, a bit more obvious than I thought it would be, to tell the truth. And this top bit slides in, snaps in, painted that a different metallic colour just to give it a bit of variation again. And then the top bit, which way does that go? That way. Sure, is it supposed to? Oh yeah, that looks right. Okay. Oh, we have the other part. I might push this bit on first, I think. Here we go. And that snaps in here somewhere, slides in. Oops. And this underneath piece. And this is good, it sort of holds the, make sure the handle stays together. The two halves of the handle. Oh, that's a beefy weapon. That is a beefy weapon. I believe this is supposed to... It's going to be tight though, isn't it? Yeah, this slides out. Look at that. Okay, so that is... Wow, 32, 33 centimeters in length, this thing. I mean, it's almost the size of a kid's toy gun, this thing. It's massive. Okay, put the cartridges in the back. Yeah, looks like they should go up a little bit more. I'm not sure. No, there we go. It does, snaps into place. Alright, well, that monster, like a rumba. Yeah, what I might do is just push it back in. Now what's amazing is, as I'm sliding this out, you can see a little bit of wear of paint. But I can tell you now, if that was acrylic, that would just peel straight off. I'm very impressed by the toughness of this paint. Alright, just to point out a couple of things, wasn't really happy with the decals on these. They're not, they sort of come up green as opposed to bright yellow, so they look a bit crap. There's a bit of silvering in there too, but I guess it is what it is. Yeah, it definitely looks green. Would be better if it was, of course, bright yellow. But anyway, that is the Hyper Bazooka, and then I'm going to move on to the last gun and the shield. Alright, starting on the last of the weapons. Now they provide you with two of these next guns, and you can sort of put them together on the shield. But I've already built one, but I'll just take you through the process of building the second one that comes in the kit. So you can see it tells you to build two of them. So, so this one's pretty straightforward to build. I've got to say it's a nice break from doing lighting, and I have actually checked. I've put the beast together and checked out angry mode on with the lights on and everything, and I had a miss. So I basically got two LEDs that no longer work on the skirts. I think it's because of a loose wire on both of them, or a solder that's come undone. So I really couldn't be bothered sort of pulling it apart, because both of the LEDs are on the back skirts. So the way I intend to display this thing, it's never going to be seen. And quite frankly, I mean, rarely I'm going to have the lights turned on anyway. It's usually if I've got sort of visitors who are into gunplay. I might turn it on, but normally it's left off. Okay, so these multi-barrel system just sort of interlocks these tabs. They can only go one way, which is nice because it's made for idiots like me who still can't follow directions. Alright, so let me put this cap over it. Again, if you're thinking about sort of painting your perfect grades, make use of the fact that, you know, a lot of these parts are separate. You know, paint them a few different colours. I mean, I've gone with a very vanilla design as far as pretty much going with the original design of the unicorn with a little bit of extra colour separation, but nothing stopping you going wild. Alright, so what do we got here? Okay, now with this scope here, or this camera, it does come with a clear part, but I've actually got in my box of bits these guys. So these are like, they come on a sprue. I think they're made more for master grades or something. So these are made by Wave, and yeah, you can get them in sort of different colours. There's just different camera lenses and a few other sort of little bits and pieces on there. So happened to find one that fits, and yeah, this is a, what is it, size 6mm, I think. Alright, need something soft to push this down. There we go. So that does actually make a bit of a difference. It's a nice, nice camera lens, that one. If I had, you know, triangular shaped ones for the other weapons, I would have used those, but alas, I do not. Right. You know, even really little small bits of attention to detail again here, you know, having this sort of inset, so you can sort of paint them up two colours. You don't have to worry about masking or anything like that. When you think about the real world, you know, nothing is sort of just one colour in the real world, or is rarely just one colour. There's sort of variations and that sort of thing, so it's good if you can capitalise that, add to the detail, makes it look a bit more realistic. Alright, so we put this end in first. Make sure it goes all the way in. There's a little bit of a key there. And then this part. And keys in again. Okay, so there we have another weapon. So another, you know, part of it sort of folding up into the shield. The handle slides in like that. To pull it out, slide it along, and then bend it out. You could just be used as a standard weapon. So again, nice little attention to details, little gimmicks. Okie dokie, on to the massive shield. Oh, if you're interested, just a comparison of weapon size, you can see this one's a bit smaller than the beam rifle, and then of course the big fella. Dwarfs everything. So you get an idea of the size of these things. Alright, so shield. I've got to say the decals on the shield came up good. Nice warning stickers, and of course the Anaheim electronics. Just make sure you press that in all the way. There should be this metal inner frame part poking through a little bit. So just want to make sure that's in all the way. Always makes me a little bit nervous when you hear that creak and groan. Is that going to come out again? There's a little tab that it doesn't seem to be going into. Yep, there we go. Okay. We have. So that one goes in there. I remember around the time, well, actually it was, I think it was just before Unicorn came out, and my wife and I were over in Japan, and we went to, what was it called? It was like a Gundam sort of special store thing, like Gundam Base or something like that, and they had this sort of promo movie that they were playing in this special little cinema, which was sort of promoting the upcoming anime. And yeah, it was sort of like a dome thing, like a dome cinema, and yeah, it was really quite cool. It was very dynamic, very loud, and yeah, a bit too short for my liking. Would have liked if it was a bit longer, but obviously it was a promo, just sort of showing the upcoming ad. It was really sort of showing off the Unicorn suit more than anything else. But yeah, it was sort of my first exposure to Unicorn before the anime came out. Of course, when the anime came out, I still love it. It's still one of my favourites. Now I've got an issue here where I just need to push down on this a little bit more. So just do it on the side of my bench. Hopefully I won't scratch it. If you want to make sure it's nice and flush. Alright. Got some fluff or something there. I do have some minor scratches on the paintwork, which I'm not sure where that sort of come from. I think it's just from me handling it, but overall it's not too bad. Okay. I mean, if they're really small scratches, they can be sort of classed as weathering, I guess. Yeah, what am I doing here? Let's just go this way. Yeah, something like that. feels tight. I think once this is opened up fully, I think it's doomed to never close again. Alright, 4. Click that into place. Yeah, okay. So what are they saying here? They're saying 4 clicks in place first and then you put the other piece on. Alright. That's pretty good. There we go. Because it's supposed to slide all the way down to the bottom. And then we take the massive bottom of it. So I think I actually prefer the shield when it's all closed up. Yeah, it looks just a little bit too musical chairs for me. Ah, that is ridiculous big. Oops, just hit the camera. Typical. Alright, so size comparison. Well, it's almost as long as a bazooka. That's silly. Alright, so what are we doing back here? We've got a bunch of small parts. So a couple of these, a couple of those. This little claw thing. There's one of these. Go on, clip on. So I guess that's how it wraps around the arm. Yep, it's massive. Massive shield. But I think that is actually it for all the construction of everything. Okay, so one of these pieces can slide in here, can it? Go. So it's just when you're joining the two weapons together on his arm with the shield, which I'm not going to do because I think he'll get incredibly heavy, and I think I'll probably end up doing this, where I store most of the weapons on the actual base. So next step is for me to do some photography of it all assembled on the stand, and and then that'll be the end of this build. So thank you for watching if you have watched all the way through. My final thoughts on the kit are that it looks fantastic. It's an amazing looking kit. It is fiddly, especially if you put the lighting kit in. The instructions, the illustrations for the instructions aren't really as clear as some other Bandai kits, and I think a lot of that is because they're computer generated as opposed to traditional sort of line drawings. But it is an amazing looking kit, and I mean, you know, I've built both the Banshee Unicorn Master Grades. I've just built the Perfect Grade Unicorn. I've got a Perfect Grade Banshee, which will stay in the stash for a while after this adventure. I've also got the Mega Size Unicorn as well, which is a great kit. So one of these days I might light that up and do that as my own. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next build series. See ya.